the tables just being turned around would be the fourth, fifth, and the sixth, which is the Pacers, the Pistons, and the Bucks. So between those three, we're gonna see who's gonna go. Like, all right, fellas, who's stopping at the 4, who's stopping at the 5, and who's stopping at the 6?
Yeah.
I also want to know this. Let me take this away for a second, man. The Pistons, I didn't see this coming, Playboy.
I did. I called it.
I did. Come on, bro.
I called it.
Come on. Wait. Hold on. Let's back up. Let's back up to like a year ago. You remember when I said when Monty Williams was there, I said the Pistons are this team. But I don't know why Monty couldn't take them. You remember that? I said this.
We'll flashback it. Don't worry.
Go ahead, flashback. So Mills, I was right there with you, bro, because I said
eventually you probably called it. I would never think that you did. I know I called it.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying we're on the same level.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Da Vinci called Cleveland too, if my memory serves me right. I think Da Vinci did call Cleveland being dope, being good too.
Real quick, I just want to say this. Shout out to Detroit. Love it. You guys been suffering for many years. Also, if the MVP is what it's supposed to be, then tell me why wouldn't Cade Cunningham be up there in the top running?
Definitely should be top 3.
He is valuable to his team. I get the MVP has changed to certain things now, but Cade Cunningham numbers, MVP numbers. Look where he took his team from last year to where they are now. What?
Whew. Well, hold on. I just want to say this, though. It's funny how Detroit and Cleveland, Detroit got Cleveland's old head coach, and Cleveland got the same coach they had from last year. And you see the standings. Who would you give coach of the year to, though?
Bickerstaff.
Yeah.
Even though Atkins has got the number 1 seed?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking.
No, because you got to look at, like, no one expect Detroit to be in 5th.
Right.
No.
That's the thing, yeah.
I don't think they have 5th seed talent either, if you're being honest. Like,
I think so.
I do.
That was my prediction.
Constructed properly, man.
I felt Detroit roster was definitely done the right way. Like how they constructed, picked up the pieces. They're not star-driven guys, but they're guys who's going to play their role and help out Cade. And that's what they have. They got the bigs, 2 bigs, Isaiah Stewart, who literally helped and is working on his game. Like, yeah, he's a little wild. Yeah, he's a little crazy at times, but he's worked on his game. So now he has a 3-point shot. He's shooting it very efficiently, better than what he's had his whole career. Then you got what's my other guy name? The other big
Jalen Duren.
Jalen Duren. Tough cookie. I actually wanted to draft him, but we couldn't. But anyway, tough dude. Then you got the wing players and Malik Beasley, a vet. Then you got Tim Hardaway, who's either a streaky mofo, so it's like they'll live with him one night, they won't live with another. You know, you go get back Tobias Harris, to which he's been in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? And then like you still got the young point guards and Marcus Cicery and stuff like that. And then like when he gets healthy,
you got Thompson there too.
Then you got the Thompson twin. Like, come on, like what are we? This team is deep, bro. Like this is a deep, young, hungry team who's going to get fits to a lot of veteran teams, and you know they're going to be a tough out. But I called it because I like the way the roster was constructed. Everybody knows their role. So if everybody knows their role in a game of basketball, it's going to work. Stop thinking about the stars, y'all. Switch your mind frame. Get into the mind frame of knowing if everybody knows their job and does their job, the job is going to work. The product is going to work.
I mean, you can see the same thing for the Cavs, though, right? Mitchell took a step back. Mitchell took a step back and said, "Hey, listen, everybody's got to roll. Everybody's got to do their job."
I think they got like that team is like super talented. Like that team got like heavy on the talent. Like as much as they are surprising, we all thought. I think I would say they would be a top 5. That wouldn't be for crazy. Sure. They'd be top 5. Like for them to be 1 is just an icing on the cake. But you just look at them on paper, that's a top 5 team in the East, just talent wise. So I'm not. When I look at Detroit roster, I would see overachieving would be an AFC would be like, and Cade is listen, Cade is elite, yo. I think Cade
Mhm.
is definitely a superstar in this league for years to come. So I don't know. I gotta go as far as coach of the year. I got Detroit gotta get it. Cade, I think as far as MVP, I think Cade might get some top. He might be a top 5 guy. I think he probably will get most improved, which I hate that. I don't think he should get most improved because he's performing on his trajectory. Like, and I always think that award is weird. Like he's improving how he's supposed to improve. I think most improved should go to somebody that's like kind of came out of nowhere and
Pritchard.
improved randomly. That's my opinion, but I think Cade will get that most improved this year, and I think their coach should get coach of the year as well. So shout out to Detroit, man. The D 313.
So real quick, didn't what's his name Atkins won Coach of the Year last year? Because
Yeah, I think so.
Cleveland had their pop out year
Oh, I
last
think
year.
you're right. I think you're
No,
right. Yeah.
no,
No,
Kenny
was it?
just joined this year. Kenny just joined this year. They just fired JB. JB went.
Oh
to
yeah. You're right. Duh.
Kenny
Yeah.
was with the Nets, and that was
Yeah.
the situation.
Mhm.
Like the Nets rebuild before Kevin Durant got his last season was with Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and what's the name?
He was back to being an assistant with the Warriors, right? After he left
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
Nets,
he was the
sorry,
assistant.
yeah.
he was back
Yes.
with the Warriors as assistant,
Yeah.
and then he
Yeah.
he a great
So-
coach in the key, bro. I always thought that.
But Cleveland had a good year last year too.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had a very good
raised
last
the
year too.
stakes, so
Yeah.
that they got even better.
They
You know who
improved,
else
so
did
yeah.
I think in that coach of the year discussion too? The former Dookie, that guy JJ. I don't know. I think he might belong.
Nah,
in
we
that.
ain't doing that.
Wow.
I ain't
Oh
doing
my God!
Wow.
Come on.
Wow.
You stretching it, boy. Listen, I got an LA shirt on right now, but that's as far as we go, Playboy. That's
You don't think
all.
he's in the mix?
He should do a job, but not. Nah.
I don't think he should get it.
MVP, right? Like, when we have the MVP
He
discussion,
should be in the mix.
is it
I
gonna
think
be
I think Udoka should be second.
Oh yeah, he another
Udoka
one.
definitely need to be second.
Yeah,
Udoka definitely should be coach of the year.
yeah. I wouldn't mad if he got it too. Yeah.
I
What
don't
do you
know.
mean? What are you gonna face? They're gonna have a 50-win season, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they do. They
Yeah,
the
but
talent.
Hold on though. The Cavs are making history. They're gonna have the most wins as a franchise ever, and that's messed up because they had LeBron when they first drafted.
Are you kidding me, bro?
What do you want? Am I kidding you?
So because they're gonna make history for their franchise, their bum ass
No,
franchise.
I'm not saying because they're gonna make history. I'm just saying to you that is a fact that they're gonna make history. I was just trying to get into the whole, with the MVP to kind of, bridge it over, but like, shouldn't it matter on just wins? Or not just wins, but wins and the performance of that player with that team and without him being there? So shouldn't that count yet again?
Well,
Comes to the
because
coaching
it's the season they had last year, bro. They had a very good season last year. So if they were at the bottom, like say at the bottom of the league in the East, and then they
shot right up to number one.
made a jump, yes, but they weren't. They had a very good season last year,
Yeah.
but Detroit now was down there.
Yeah.
You remember Detroit last year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I know you were
19
saying that.
wins. 19 wins.
Whew.
No, listen, I feel you. I'm not making the argument that Bickerstaff shouldn't get it. I'm just making the argument in general when we're talking about these things. Should wins matter as much as everything else? Because if that's the case, now we start trickling it down to MVP and certain things like that. And guess what? The Thunder and the Cavs are number one. So to be honest, one of those two coaches should get Coach of the Year.
But sometimes you expect it. Like the Thunder were expected to be a top seed in the West. I don't know. I don't want to take away from them for it, but I think it is tougher when you look at your roster and nobody expects for you to do something and you do it. And I think sometimes you attribute something like that to coaching. So that's why when it comes to Coach of the Year, I kind of look at it like that. Like, yo, if you take what you got and you coach those guys up and you overachieve,
Yeah.
I lean that way. That's why I like Ime Udoka. To me, I think he's a Ime Udoka and Bickerstaff will be my guy.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%.
All right. So let's pull this back up now. So you're saying Mills between the Pistons to the Magic, or between the Pistons to the Bucks?
Pacers and Bucks. Like, how y'all think?
Yeah.
I think he's going from
I-
there. Who wants to take the 4?
I think the Bucks might drop down to like 7 or 8.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Lillard's out for the year.
No, I don't know
Goes
about
out.
that.
yeah. Dame. I mean, Giannis. Yeah, he's been injured too. So who knows, man?
And the Magic
Yeah.
crept back up. They was at the bottom. They
Yeah.
creeped their way back up.
They got a few games on them. I mean, listen, man.
The Magic.
do
Sorry.
have Doc
Sorry.
How many games the Magic is back from? From the
Like 5 or 6.
Nah, they
4.
not getting there, bro. They 5 games back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll be able to cover that.
Yeah, they're not gonna cover that. But that's why I got because the Pacers is on a good streak right now.
Yeah.
So how it is right now, I feel like that's how it's gonna be.
Okay.
You don't feel like the Detroit can move up to 4? I feel like Detroit can move up to 4.
I would love to see it, but I think the Pacers gonna go on a nice little win streak to end off the year.
Is it fair to say that the Cavs, Celtics, and Knicks are going to stay 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to stay right where they're at.
Yeah.
Close.
And then the movement, like you figure, is going to be between 4 and 6.
Well,
Yeah.
I think Cleveland has been kind of, they've been looking a little
Shaky.
shaky, and
Yeah.
I think Boston could maybe catch Cleveland.
How many
Yeah,
games
I
back
don't
started?
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened either.
I don't
I
think
don't
Boston's
think
going
they'll
to
catch
catch them. I think Boston's trying, because like, they're resting players, bro. Like, they're resting people. They're like, oh, you know what? Brown, they take the night off.
I don't think Boston's like, yo, we need to get number 1 seed. I don't think
Yeah.
Nah, they don't care for that.
they're like, yo, we got this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
Boston
trying to
is-
rest players up.
Boston is 4 games behind.
Yeah, they're only 4 games behind, but do you know what I mean? Like I said, I've been paying attention to a few of their games. They've been sitting people like they're trying to get rested for the playoffs because, as some people might not know, the Celtics were sold for $6.3 billion the other day,
yeah.
which is ridiculous because that guy is gonna have to foot a bill that'll make the Mavs smile.
Uh,
They have to pay everybody next year if they want
That's
to.
a very profitable
Good.
franchise.
good for him. Good for him. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston.
Facts. I
You still
approve that
didn't
message.
watch? You still didn't watch that documentary? It's good shit, bro. It's
Yo.
I'm not
it's
watching it.
He's
everything.
back on this documentary, bro.
I ain't watch it. I'm gonna watch it though.
I can't do it.
I'm not watching that
can't.
shit.
Yeah, I can't. I can't. Mm-mm.
Yo, it's all right, man. I love history of basketball. You know, I'm not a Celtics fan, but hey, to think about the forefathers that we had of an all-black team, and you know, talking about what Russell went through as a black man in the NBA in Boston at that time, that stuff is riveting to me as a Canadian black man. Okay.
Yeah, you know, some hard stuff to go to. Fuck Boston.
I approve that.
Okay. Pardon me?
I approve that message.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised the 2 New York dudes is like, forget Boston, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
We'll save the predictions of like where we think everybody is once everything's set in stone. So I'll try to make an effort, whether it's when I'm at work or whatever. But we'll definitely link up and do a little quick one on that.